Hi, I'm Rabbi Barras from Temple Beth. This week our Torah portion is VaYakhel, as we're moving towards the end of the book of Exodus. We learn again in the Torah portion about the great Bezalel, who was chosen by God to build the Mishkan and be the general contractor for the building of the Mishkan. There are conflicting midrashim about Bezalel. We're taught in the midrash that Bezalel was chosen because of his lineage, because he was the grandson of Miriam, because Miriam had an awe of God, as we learn in the Torah, that the midwives had this awe of God, and that Bezalel, through his spiritual genetics, was given the job of building the Mishkan, that this was his yichus, this was his lineage. There's a conflicting midrash that comes later, though, and says, actually, no. The reason that God called Bezalel was because of who Bezalel was. Not that he came from a spiritual lineage, but that he himself was known for bringing Yirat Hashem, the fear of God, or awe of God, amongst the Jewish people. So these two midrashim conflict. Was Bezalel chosen because of his lineage, or was Bezalel chosen because of his own personal qualities? Well, there's an old expression that I once heard that said, you know what yichus is? Yichus, or your lineage, or who you come from, who your parents or grandparents were they Torah scholars? Who were they? Does it matter? And the answer is yichus is zero. Yichus is nothing. However, if you then put something in front of yichus, if you put a 1 in front of 0, it multiplies exponentially. And so if you take the yichus that you have, like Bezalel did, being the grandson of Miriam, who was known for her Yirat Shamayim, and then you bring your own Yirat Shamayim to it, it magnifies and multiplies. There was a story that was once told of a certain sage who was not from a family of lineage. And an ignorant, unlearned person was jealous of him. And so he went and antagonized the sage. And he said to the sage, you know, you're a great sage, but I come from a much greater lineage than you. The sage replied to him, yes, but with you the lineage ends. With me, the lineage is just beginning. It does matter where we come from, but even more so, it matters who we are and what we do with anything that we inherit. That's why at the end of the book of Exodus, Bezalel, who comes from the powerful tribe of Yehuda, is paired with Oholiab, who comes from a much lesser tribe, from the tribe of Dan, a smaller, poorer tribe. And the two of them work together to show us that no matter where you come from, it's all about what you do with everything that you have. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Thank you so much.